Good evening, everyone. Anu Chabra here. So, as we all have learned how to make garlic and onions if they are sprouting, how to keep it in water, and then once they start sprouting, we can use it as their greens. And once the greens are how much ever we want to harvest, we can separate them and then we can sow them in the soil. Now 2 to 3 times, suppose you have already harvested your garlic chives, so you can remove the upper layer of the garlic and then you can separate each of the cloves so that we can sow them nicely. The gap between two garlic cloves, you can say approximately 4 to 5 inches is good enough. And the potting mix, if we talk about, take a nice enriched well porous potting mix in which red soil, coco peat, compost should be in equal quantity, and just a handful of neem cake. If it is added, it's really good. And try making holes with the help of any stick, or I have in my hand a labeling stick. With that I am doing. So make sure that the holes are done nicely, so there should not be any pressure on the roots when we are pushing the cloves in the soil. And before I place my all the cloves in the soil, I have already watered the soil one day before, so that the moisture content in the soil is really good. And now one by one I'll try to fix all these cloves inside the soil and just press it lightly so that they get fixed nicely in the soil. So whenever we do this, make sure that these gap in this, I am alternatively putting this. So in one row, suppose 5 are there, the other rows it will be 4. So in between them, like a triangular structure, it will be there. So all the garlic cloves will be placed properly, and once all are kept properly in the soil, should not be buried too much. Their sprouting part should be little on a visible stage, you can say, and very lightly with the fingers we have to press it without putting much pressure on the roots. As the roots are tender, they were there in the water for a longer time, so we really want them to be delicately taken care. And gradually, as and when they'll grow further, we can keep harvesting the greens. And once we see that the bulb formation is really good, yes, you can see all the triangular format I have placed the garlic cloves. And now we can sprinkle little water and we can keep it, you can say, for a couple of days in a place where which is filtered sunlight comes. And gradually, as the chives grow little bigger, we can shift it to you can say a brighter sunlight area. Always whenever we are growing anything which is growing underground, or you can say a rhizome variety of either the flower, fruit or vegetables, anything, one thing we have to keep it in mind, that watering should be really in a controlled manner. Okay, then the rhizome formation will be good. Otherwise, gradually the root rotting problem will start happening, the fungal infection will be there. And then by the time we'll check our soil and then dig up the thing to check that whether the rhizomes or the bulb formation is during the harvesting time, so the formation of the bulb will not be that great because of over watering. So and one more thing is, whenever we want these underground vegetables to really you can say nice formation of bulbs, less of nitrogenous fertilizer should be given to the soil. As I always say, the nutrition requirement of the plant, the nitrogen, yes, they need to make more foliage, but in this case our main concentration is on making a nice bulbs, so which needs more of phosphorus and potassium. So occasionally we can give either banana enzyme or banana peel fertilizer or dry banana powder or rock phosphate. So while making a potting mix only, little bit of rock phosphate can be added. And nitrogen content, let it be your compost or Jivamrita or Ghana Jivamrita, that while making the potting mix that we have done, after that very sparingly it should be given. Otherwise too much of foliage will be there and then the formation of the bulb will not be that good enough. Now in this, as you people have seen, that I have removed all the upper layers of the onions and I've separated all the smaller chives, what you can say, like a spring onion. They have become smaller, simpler ones. So I've separated them out, and after digging a small holes, I've placed them gently in the soil. Again, the soil mix of this was same as I was telling you about the garlic ones. So once everything is done properly, the water has to be given to the soil 1 day prior. So when we transfer these spring onions, you can say, in the soil, for so many days they were growing in water. So the roots are too much, you can say, they were in contact with water. So immediately if you put them in the dry soil and then later if you water, the plants may not survive. So make sure whenever these kind of cuttings, whichever, either onions, garlic or any other cutting which you have made sure that the root formation has happened in the water, make sure that the soil in which you are going to transfer these onions or garlic or any other plant, those are delicate roots, so they need little moisture around. So make sure the soil in which we are going to transfer these should be nicely watered 1 day prior. It should be really moist. The dry content in the soil should not be there, so that it really survives well. And again, once all the garlics and onions, they have been placed nicely in the soil after a gap of, you can say, 4 to 5 inches each, and then you can water it thoroughly and then keep it in such a place where, you can say, semi indirect sunlight comes. And again, control on watering, give nice phosphorus and potassium rich fertilizers, control on nitrogenous compost, so that more foliage is not required. If too much of water will be given, then root rotting problem and the bulb formation will not be good. And if more of nitrogen rich fertilizers will be given, more of foliage will be there. And then just once everything is done, nicely sprinkle water. If some soil or some dirt is there on the leaf part, that can also be cleaned up. And then just nicely you water the soil. Make sure there is no air pockets, because while placing only, gently pressure has been applied, so that no air pockets are there. So root should not be exposed to air and sunlight. And if possible, you can mulch it also. Otherwise, just keep it aside for few days and then you can shift it to bright sunlight. The same way the garlic and the onions are ready. A very easy method, so I think all of you can try. And just give me your feedback after following this method. How did you come to know, and what is your feedback about it? And the remaining onions and garlic, whatever the peels we have left out, that we can always use as a onion peel fertilizers or mulch in the garden. Thank you.